What's up? I'm Kalysse and welcome to my Sweet Digs. Now before I show you around, make sure to subscribe below. Come on in. My apartment is, I guess you say it's a decent size for a New York City apartment. I literally don't have any clue how much square footage it is because I've never seen a floor plan in my life. Shout out to my landlord. But it's 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I have a washer and dryer, a very decent living and kitchen space, and a backyard. I pay $3,000 a month. I split it obviously between me and my roommate. My portion is $1,550 because I have a slightly bigger room and a closet. I'm a freelance creative, I model, currently working on a brand that I plan to be launching soon, fingers crossed, and also trying to get into acting. My apartment is, I like to say it's on the cusp of Bushwick and Bed-Stuy. Basically, I'm half a block over from Broadway, and that's what kind of differentiates Bushwick versus Bed-Stuy. But the way my street is set up, it's like 95% brownstone, so I still like to say I live in Bed-Stuy because it doesn't look like Bushwick at all. One of my favorite features of the apartment is the open shelving in my kitchen. So these stackable plates and bowls from CB2 were super affordable. I think the plates were around like $2 to $3 each. I spent a little bit more money on the Away stackable cups. They're like dishwash safe, they don't really break. I've been able to enjoy some new cookware that I got when I moved in. I have a really cool Great Jones kind of cast iron pot, and I love cooking just like meats and stews and soups and just like mussels. And then I have an Always pan, which is really cool because it's like a non-stick, non-toxic pan that you can literally use for everything. It has like a cool little like wooden spatula that sits perfectly on the handle. I don't really have a dining table yet. We're still trying to find one that works in the little bit of space that we do have. But we typically just eat here on the island, which is really cool. Again, it opens up the space. Or we'll eat in the backyard. I have like a cool little just like chill IKEA picnic table situation set up back there. So the space I'm currently sitting in is obviously my living room, my living space. I wanted it to feel very just like comfortable, very peaceful, some type of serenity. I knew that when I moved into this apartment that I wanted a very big, comfortable white couch. It's a custom West Elm couch. It was approximately $3,000. So it's definitely one of the things that I invested a lot of money into, and I'm very just super cautious, obviously, because it's white, so I don't eat on it. I chose these because they're just very chill. Like the rest of the collection is very bold and like there's some really unique colors. But again, I have a lot of other elements of bold colors, so I didn't want it to clash too much. They're at an accessible price point. I really love the ombre one because it feels just like so soft. It's almost like a velvet kind of texture. Now I'm a plant mom, you know, I don't have any pets. I do dog sit my boyfriend's dog on occasion, so this is like my responsibility. These are my children for the time being. Bo is 16 years old. I'm not sure exactly how many years that is in dog years, but he basically is a senior citizen. He is blind and a little deaf and has some kidney problems, but he's a fighter and we love him so much. Let me show you guys into my closet. It's not the biggest space, but it holds everything that I need seasonally. As you can see, I have a lot of shoes, but this actually isn't all that I own. I'm just like a sneakerhead. I've been collecting sneakers since I've been in middle school. I got my first job at 15 working at Aeropostale because my mom was just like, all right, if you want all these sneakers, you're gonna have to pay for them yourself. And I was like, no problem. I thought I was doing a lot, making $10 an hour. I mainly invested most of my money into the living space, and everything in here is just like obviously super affordable. I plan to like switch it up later on, but for now this is good. I like to keep the scents and the vibes, you know, very relaxed, very chill. Here I have the R29 home throw, super cute. And I also have the R29 comforter. I layered it up with my duvet. It's super, super soft. Again, these are like really accessible price points. It has like a textured feel, but it also is really, really comfortable. And it also comes with matching pillowcases. So now we're in the bathroom, and if you live in New York like me, then you know having your own bathroom is really like a luxury, and it makes it feel like you almost live by yourself. So my shower is like a glass door situation, which I think is really cool. The only part that's kind of annoying is sometimes I want to just lay down and take a bath after like a long, stressful week. So because I don't have a medicine cabinet, I have to keep most of my products on my bathroom sink counter. I basically have these new serums from Glossier. My roommate actually works for Glossier, so shout out to her for getting me some products. I'm pretty serious when it comes to the skincare game. So I know I said I had a 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom, but my roommate kind of just moved in and she's still getting settled, so we'll skip that part for now. But let's head out to the backyard. Since we're on the first floor, we're the only ones that have access to the backyard, which is really nice to be able to like come out here, can work, can eat, can hang out with some friends. I got this like IKEA picnic table. I think it was around like $500. Funny story, so I put up these lights and I had them really extending back and forth along the fence, and then the next morning my neighbor upstairs texted me. She's like, girl, I just saw a crazy squirrel just chew through all of your wires. And I was like, wow, I didn't even have it up for 24 hours, no lie. Like, it was just like, dang. So I'm kind of making do with this AC situation and just kind of adding a little bit of an ambiance to the backyard. Overall, how I feel about being here during quarantine is like, I feel super comfortable. I'm actually glad I moved in April, which is like right in the beginning of all the hecticness. So it was nice to have like a change of scenery because I didn't feel like stuck or like, ugh, I'm tired of being here. And then again, having a backyard, just being able to like step out and just, you know, chill without having to like be outside with everything that's going on in the world. So when I saw this, I was like, it's mine. Thank you guys for tuning in to My Sweet Digs. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.